Okay, so YouTube, as y'all know, we've been on this metal journey, you feel me? So why not get some lore and background on the genre itself? Today we are reacting to the horrific accident that created heavy metal. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. 70K is right around the corner. But I don't want to talk too much. I want to get more lore and background on this, you know, and really see how this all started. So let's get into the video, man. Let's do it. Let's see.
When most artists encounter adversity, they buckle. When the geniuses of the world encounter struggle, they innovate. A 17-year-old Tony Iommi.
That's a bar. Can we hear that again? My bad. My bad. I'm so sorry, but that's a real deal bar. He spin that real.
When most artists encounter adversity, they buckle.
Yeah.
When the geniuses of the world encounter struggle, they innovate. A 17-year-old Tony Iommi was on the path he had always dreamed of as a young English guitar player. Where most of his peers were doomed for a life of factory work, Tony was scheduled to go across.
That's nowadays. No cap. Like, that's literally nowadays. Nothing has changed, bro. Factory work, warehouses, like, come on, bro. Like, bro.
Europe on the first tour with his band, the Bird and Bees. But on the very last shift at his job in an industrial steel mill, it came crashing to a halt. An accident permanently damaged the hand in which he needed to play the instrument he loved. For most people, they would have packed it in right there and took it as a sign that maybe the guitar wasn't the right path. Instead, Tony embraced the struggle, he worked around his limitations, and invented an approach to still play the instrument. The byproduct, Tony discovered, was a whole new sound coming from the guitar. That byproduct just so happened to be the creation of a whole new genre in rock music, heavy metal.
Damn.
It was the mid-1960s in a smog-riddled industrial town in central England. A teenage Tony Iommi was finishing his last shift as a welder before he quit the blue-collar life to pursue a dream of rock and roll stardom. His band was set to fly to Germany. He barely could believe it. It was his very last afternoon when he was told to go work this massive metal flattening machine for the first time. His co-worker who normally worked that machine was a no-show, and there was no one else to do it. Tony had to push the metal into where it was being flattened, but what caught him off guard was the intense force of the press.
As I'm pushing the metal through into this machine, it just came down like that on my finger. Bang! And I pulled my hand back, and as I pulled it back, I pulled the ends off the fingers.
Later at the hospital, Tony received devastating news. The doctors told him they couldn't repair the ends of his fingers and that his guitar-playing days were now over.
Fuck.
The shock sent Tony into a depression. As time went by, his own efforts to play through the pain were fruitless. But it was a gift from his former manager at the factory that shifted his mindset. The manager brought him a Django Reinhardt EP, noting that the famed jazz guitarist became a legend.
Whoa, hold on. This is Black Sabbath guitar player. I just peeped it from the little thingy, the biography of Black Sabbath. Yo, and y'all was telling me like they were the inventors of heavy metal. So this is really like going hand in hand right now, obviously. Keep commenting more bands you want me to hear. I got some more rock bands coming up I want to listen to for the first time. I'm going to put those on the channel soon. I don't know how soon, bro. I've been out of it lately. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I need to get back into the groove of uploading again. You know what I'm saying? My mood just been weird, but you know how that goes. Being a human and shit.
On the instrument, despite only having the use of 2 of his fingers. It gave Tony an idea.
So I made my own.
Wait,
tips.
I was talking about dip his hands in gold and shit, and he barely got fingers. Oh shit. No, that's crazy, but he's like legendary though. Like to be able to play with like barely any fingers, that's fucking dope.
I got a washing up bottle, a plastic bottle, and melted it down into a ball. And then I got a hot soldering iron and would drill a hole out in it and fit it over my finger. So there's this big ball on my finger.
It took a lot of painful hours getting used to the force on his fingers, but the 2 new fake fingertips meant Tony could play the guitar again.
That's cool.
To be able to have a better grip on the strings, he cut up pieces of an old leather jacket of his and glued it on the tips.
Don't ever give up on your dreams, no matter the, oh my goodness, that's so hard. No matter the adversity you face, no matter the obstacles you go through, no matter the times you feel like, man, it's over. Don't ever give up on a dream, bro. Keep going, because you're going to figure out something, bro. Don't ever give up. If it fails, keep going. If it fails, keep going. Oh my goodness, that's so hard. Like, this is like inspiring in a sense, you know what I'm saying? If a dream feel like it's failing, Make it work. At all costs, it has to work.
Now that Tony was getting a decent feel with his new fingertips, he encountered two new limitations to his guitar playing though. One was that regular guitar strings were too heavy and hard to press down on, and two was the loss of dexterity in his fingers. To combat the string issue, he put thinner banjo strings on his guitar, and to make it even easier to play, he tuned them down. With the inability to move his fingers fast, Tony had to basically relearn the guitar from scratch. His makeshift fingertips meant he needed to make the most of the open strings and simple chord shapes.
That's so dope!
With all of these changes, it had the added effect of making his guitar sound different than usual.
And that's, I think, what made me sort of come up with the sort of Black Sabbath thing, the sound, because trying to make the sound bigger to fill in for the full chords that I couldn't play anymore.
The combination led to an aggressive, raw, and fat sound, an invented sound that would become part of the framework for Tony's next band, Black Sabbath, and an invented sound that some call the birth of heavy metal.
Bro, this is the most legendary shit I ever seen in my life, bro. What the? He created a whole new sound because his fingers was fucked up. I don't think y'all know how crazy that is. But y'all probably know how crazy that is, but this shit is just blowing my mind right now. He retuned the guitar to his liking and made a whole new, like, what the fuck?
Losing his fingertips was devastating, but in hindsight, it created something new. It provided him with a whole new mindset, a whole new way to look at guitar playing. Tony created something new, something fresh, something good out of what some other people would say a tragedy.
Damn.
It's funny what life throws at people, how adversity can cripple some and how it inspires others. How Tony could have looked at losing his fingers as a sign to quit his guitar playing and focus on something else. But instead, he looked at it as a new challenge, a new opportunity to innovate.
Oh my god, that's legendary. That is so legendary, bruh. Shout out to Loudwire for the video. Oh my goodness, bro. This really just inspired me to just not ever give up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If it fails, just keep going and keep going, bro. Shout out to Black Sabbath just for inspiring the whole world. I know they inspired the world. Your fingers gone. A lot of people will be like, nah, bro, I can't even play the guitar no more. It's over with. Let me go get a 9 to 5. Let me give up on my dreams. He said, fuck no. Man, if y'all new to the channel though, make sure you subscribe, bro. My respect level for metal bands and rock bands are just skyrocketing now. I was so narrow-minded, cuz. But make sure you subscribe. 70K is on the way. Make sure you leave a like, comment more videos you want to see, albums, etc. I'm gonna try to get back on the grind, bro. I know I've been slacking. I feel like I've been slacking at least. I feel like I just ain't been hungry enough for this, but like I gotta keep going and keep pushing. Metri gone, bro.